In our last previous sessions, I just gone through the data warehouse. What is the purpose of a data warehouse? What are the different databases are there? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today I'm going to explain what is the need of a staging database in our real time. Okay.
Okay.
So what is the
Okay.
purpose of our staging in a real time? Let me going to explain. After this session, I will forward the complete material to you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
And here you can able to see the informatic installation process also. Here you can able to find the how to download the software, all the things you can able to find. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shiva, do you have idea about what is the need of our staging when you are going, when you need to do a staging?
Yeah,
Uh.
I vaguely know like before loading the data into the actual data warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we use a staging area.
Mm-hmm.
We just load the data and then
Mm-hmm.
one more step we load it to the data warehouse.
Okay. 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 Let me explain that. Binay, do you have any idea?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So see here, we have two databases, right? One is the OLTP system, another one is the OLAP system. By using our
Yep.
retail process, we are loading into the OLTP to a OLAP, right?
Yes.
This is what we are doing, okay? And here OLTP means it's a transactional database, OLAP means it's a data warehouse. This is analytical. This is a transactional one, this is an analytical one. Okay, both the databases are different, correct? It can't be a
Yes.
single one.
Yes.
Yeah, it can't be a single one in any project. So both are different. Okay. So you are not supposed to use a transaction like an analytical one. So both are different. Okay. And here we can get some situations. I will explain that situation later. Okay. First of all, what is the situation given here? What is the need of staging area? If your target and source databases are different and target table volume is high, it contains some millions of records. In this scenario, without staging table, we need to design your Informatica by using lookup only. Okay. See here, I want to load a record from my OLTP source to, I want to load the record from source system to the target system, correct?
Mhm.
Before loading the data source into the target, immediately I can't load source information to target information. How I can able to load that? I need to cross verify whether the record is exist or not. In my target table, whether the record is available or not. If a record is available or not. So if the record is not available in my target table, then only I can able to make it like an insert, right? What is the thing I'm explaining? So I want to load my source records into the target record. So before loading source record into the target, I need to cross verify whether the record is available or not. Okay, if the record is not available, then only I can able to perform insert. Otherwise, if the record is already available, no need to do a insert, correct? Okay,
Yep.
if the record is available, that means what are the source record you want to going to load into the target table. If the record is already available and if the already available source record is exactly same with the target record, no need to do any insert again. It's unnecessary process. If it is available at the same time, if it is a modified, okay, then I
When you
can able to
update,
perform update operation. This is what I need to do
it's like
while loading.
SCD, right?
Yeah. So this process we can call like a slowly changing dimension. Okay. So here, this is what I need to do that. How I can be able to take a decision, whether I need to do a insert or update. So for do that, we have one transformation like a lookup transformation. We'll discuss that lookup transformation later. Okay. By using your lookup transformation, I will confirm that whether this record is available or in your target table or not. So by using this transformation, I can able to come to know. Okay. So if your source is a one database and your target is another database, compulsory I need to use a lookup transformation only to confirm that whether the record is available or not, if the record is modified or not. Clear?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. To do this process, if you use a lookup transformation, there is a disadvantage. Okay. all your target data, your lookup need to load into your cache. Suppose your lookup, your target table have a millions of records. Your target contain a millions of records. All the millions of records, it need to load into the cache. So for all the millions of records, it need to build a cache. To build a cache only, at least it will take a near to 3 to 4 hours. So 2 to 3 hours time it will take to build a cache only. It is an unnecessary thing, right? To just build a cache only, it is just taking that much of a time. So by the duration, simply I can done with my mapping, correct?
Yeah.
So it is a performance issue, okay? Simply, it is a performance issue, okay? If you are trying to load the data source to target, if you go with the lookup operation, your lookup need to load all your target record. That is, if you it have a millions of record, all those millions of record, it need to load into the cache. To build the cache, at least it will require 2-3 hours for this huge volume of data. Okay, that is a waste of time only. So during that process, okay, if I don't have a cache building, simply I can able to load the data, right? And this is that is unnecessary thing. So how to avoid that? How to avoid this thing? Okay, so to avoid that, so here your source is a different database and target is a different database, correct? Okay, so to avoid that, so try to bring source information into the staging area. Okay, here staging area is a target database only. Okay, that means you temporarily load incremental source information into the staging area. That means only latest information will pick from a source table and you will load that information into the staging area. Okay,
Okay.
so that means same instance of a source you are creating in a target side with the only latest information. We are not picking the complete information, we are picking only the latest information. Okay, now staging table. Staging table means your source only. That means source staging. I can simply call like a source staging is available in your target DB and your actual target table both are available in target DB only, right? Okay, that means your staging table and the target table both are available in a staging data, sorry, in a target database. Okay, here my lookup transformation is work like a left join. Okay, I will come to that lookup transformation later. Once we are starting the transformation, we'll come to know how this lookup is going to work. Don't worry, Vinay. Okay, I'm just in the beginning only.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
Okay,
giving you
sure.
some overview only. I'm not skipping anything. I'm just giving you some overview. Okay.
Okay.
So here your lookup is working like a left join. Okay, but if you go with the lookup transformation, there is a issue. So now your staging table and your target table both are in the same database. So simply I can able to use a source qualifier left join. Okay. So that means you are doing the lookup in a different manner. So if you done through this, it will increase your performance. Clear? So because of this reason, if you have this type of a scenario, that means if your target table contains a millions of records and I need to use a lookup only, in that situation, you will go with the staging area. Clear? Sure, you know that
Okay.
it is going to hit a performance issue. In that situation, you will depend upon a staging area. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. See here, the same thing it is given. Okay. So without staging table, we need to design your mapping using lookup to find out whether the record exists or not in the target table. Since target has a huge volume, so it is costly to create a cache, it will hit the performance. Clearly it is telling that all the million records, it need to load into the cache. So million records means, millions of records means it is near to some terabytes, right? Or as near to 200 to 300 GB volume, it need to bring like a cache. So from a remote system, you need to bring into the Linux server. There it is creating a cache. So it is a hitting performance. So to avoid that, if you create a staging table in a target database, we can simply do a outer join in a source qualifier to determine whether I can able to perform inset or not. So which will give a good performance. Clear? And
Okay.
to avoid a full table scan, to determine inset and update, we can able to also create a indexes on your staging table. I can able to create a indexes also. that will also increase your performance. Clear? So this is the need of your staging table in a real time. Okay. So this is the situation. Okay, that is the one situation. Another situation also the same type of situation. If my source is a flat file, what do you have any idea about what is a flat file? Vinay, flat file.
No.
Okay. Yeah, flat file means it is like a table only. Here also you can able to see the rows and columns. In a database, I can able to perform a integrity constraint rules, right? Like a primary key, foreign key, not null, check constraint. Different constraints are there, correct?
Okay.
But if you have a flat file, it is just like a one text file only. Okay. So let me show you one example. Employee file. EMP. Yes. Here. So it is a simply, it contains some field names and a rows. It is just like a one of file, right? And
I see.
one column to another column, you can able to specify with a delimiter, either comma, semicolon. We have a different delimiters out there. Okay, so one column data with another column data, we can differentiate with the delimiters. Okay, here comma is the
Okay.
delimiter, and likewise I can able to use a semicolon, pipeline symbol, like a different delimiters I can able to use. Okay, so this type of files
Okay.
I can able to call a flat files. Okay, we can able to see the different flat files with the extension .txt, .dat, .csv and .dac. Like different extensions are there to represent a flat file. Okay, flat file also say just like your table only, but it will not follow your integrity constraint rules. Okay,
Okay.
a database constraint rules it will not follow. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah. So suppose I have a this flat file which is not satisfying all this condition. Okay, not null, duplication. It is not doing correct. Okay, so to avoid all the unnecessary information, you will bring your flat file information into the staging area. Okay, same situation. If my source is a flat file
So
and my,
I have
yeah.
one question. Like, so when
Hmm.
you're talking about a staging area,
Hmm.
it could be right before target, like as the first scenario. Also, can it be next to source, like before we do all the transformations?
Oh, can you repeat your question?
No, no, the staging area is it supposed to be previous, right previous to the target file, like the first scenario you were saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we are loading all the data into the staging area, then we are doing left join with the
Hmm.
target data, right? In
Correct.
that scenario,
Hmm.
the staging table
Hmm.
or staging database will be right before a target, right?
Correct. Correct.
So I'm asking, is it possible for the staging area
Hmm.
to be right next to source? Like you read the source and then can you have a staging area next to it
Hmm.
before doing any of the transformation?
Just wait, just wait. Okay, you are asking that before the source, can I have a staging area,
No,
right?
no, right after source.
After source.
Mm-hmm. Can I
After,
have a staging?
yeah, after the source only we are having the staging area, right?
Oh, okay, okay. There,
It's in
okay.
between actually.
Yeah, it's in between, correct? And that means after to the source, before to the target only, correct?
Yeah, yeah. What I was gonna say was like we do some of the transformations, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm including some of the transformations in between. So
Mm-hmm.
can it be anywhere in between source and target, or like we do have any restrictions on that? It
Yeah.
has to be before transformations or
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
transformations,
Yeah.
like that.
Let me explain. Here we are bringing the data from a source to staging, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So in this level, it is always better to don't use any another special things. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to perform a simple cleansing operation like an expression, just to use that one only. Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you're trying to use any complex things in this staging area, it will hit a performance again, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, our aim
So.
to increase the performance, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are the main transformation, like your SCD1 or SCD2 logic, in this level you will implement, okay?
Okay.
This,
So that in that way, I would say, like, if I want to use the expression, I will use it after source, expression transformation, and then staging data, right?
yes, correct. So max your source to staging, it will be a one-to-one mapping, okay?
Okay.
That means just a dumping, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Picking the data and dumping, okay? It is just like a one-to-one. Max, people are not prefer to give a max transformation in a staging area. What is the reason? If you try to do take some time in a staging level itself, what is the use of that?
Yeah,
No.
it will take much. Okay.
Yes, yes. So because the reason, the main calculation will do from a staging area to target only. Okay.
So the main purpose is like bringing that source data into the target database, same database.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
okay.
So
Okay,
and
I
that
got it.
too, yeah, and that too, it is a direct pull, correct? We don't have any transformation in between.
Yes. Yes.
So data will load within a 1 or 2 minutes, very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have any transformation in between source to target, it will hit a performance. Otherwise, it will
Yes.
degrade the timing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
That's
don't
true.
have anything. So in a minute or 2 minutes, it will simply load the data from source to target. Okay.
Okay.
Clear? And the same situation here, I taken the source and target both are databases, correct?
Yeah.
Maybe if your source is a flat file, the same thing, same approach only you can do.
Okay. You can load it into the same target DB.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So if your source is a flat file, in the situation also you will do the same thing only. That means if you want to perform a lookup, to avoid the lookup, compulsory I need to depend upon a staging area. That is the main reason. Okay. Why you are going to the staging. Otherwise, no need to do a staging.
Okay.
Okay. If it is not doing like any insert else update logic or anything, simply you are dumping the flat file information into the target. No need to do any staging operation. That means you are doing only insets. Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Then I can just dump it in the target DB
Yes,
itself.
that
Yeah.
means from a source I am getting only inset. You are not expecting any updates from a source. In that case, no need of anything. Simply your flat file to target, I can able to dump. Okay.
Okay.
But this is the case. If you suppose to do like this, compulsory, I need to depend upon a staging database. Okay.
Okay.
Unnecessary staging also not required, right? If you are
Yeah.
performing either insert else update, compulsory I need to go with the lookup. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that is the need of a staging. And while doing the staging, we can able to perform this operation, data cleansing operation. Cleansing, also known as data scrubbing, it is a process of ensuring that a set of data is correct and accurate. Okay. So that means by using your expression and filter transformation, simply you can able to eliminate all the unnecessary records. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That means before you are loading data into your staging, so you will weed out all the unnecessary information. Okay. During the cleansing, records are checked for accuracy and consistency. So if you have unnecessary information, again it will hit the performance, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, because the reason at the time of loading source information into the staging will perform all the minimum cleansing operation to check that whether the data is correct, is there any duplicates, is there any unnecessary information, is there, all the thing will do that. Okay. See, it is telling that since it is a one-to-one mapping from ODS to staging, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
that staging always truncate and load, correct? Yeah, that means here from a source table to staging, this is always a truncate and load. Why? Because you are not supposed to store any information in a staging table. That is just a temporary one. Okay.
Okay.
I see.
Daily it will be a truncate and load only. That means latest information it will pick from a source and it will dump. It will not hold anything permanently. It is a truncate and load. So that is what it is telling. So we do the truncate and reload. We can create a indexes in the staging table to perform our source qualifier best. If you have a staging area, No need to rely on an Informatica transformation to know whether the record is exist or not. So if you have a staging area, no need to depend upon your lookups. Okay. Otherwise, no need to depend upon your joiner transformation also. Clear?
Yeah.
So what is a cleansing? So before doing the data loading into ODS to staging, we'll perform some small cleansing operation and a scrubbing operation. So what is the meaning of that? Weeding out unnecessary or unwanted things from incoming data to make a more meaningful or informative way. Okay. So I can able to remove special characters and spaces. Okay. Just let me go one more example. What is this a cleansing? Okay. So here my name is Ravi Tehisha. Okay. And here by mistake it is coming like this, first name and last name. Okay. Can I say,
Okay.
is this my first name? That means some person entered spaces. Okay. At the time of entering spaces, that loading like this special character. Can I say this is my first name? No, right? Okay.
No.
By using your transformation, I need to eliminate all this unnecessary information. Okay. Otherwise, okay, this is my last name. So last name entered like this. So before to the last name, all is the space. Okay. I
Yeah.
need to eliminate all the unnecessary spaces also. That means I need to remove the tiling and the tiling spaces, both the thing, front and back. Okay. All the thing I need to remove. This type of things I will perform. That operation you can able to call a cleansing. Okay. So you're converting your data into more meaningful way. Okay. And data merging. So can be a gathered data from a different source systems and put together. Okay. Just take an example. Now you are getting the data from a two source system. One from a Oracle. So the same table you are getting from a two source system, one from Oracle and the from a flat file. But these are two information I want to load into the one target table. This Oracle table and the flat file both are representing same information. If it is representing the same information, I want to load into the single target. With a single mapping and single transformation, I can able to load this thing into the staging area. No need to use the two separate mappings by using some transformation. Can you tell me that, Shubha, do you have idea?
Union?
Yes, simply I can able to use a union transformation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So by using union transformation, I will club these two sources and they will load into the staging. Now, my staging, I have a single format of data only, correct?
Yeah.
So that is also one thing. Okay. In a staging area, merging also we can able to do that, and the scrubbing. So scrubbing is a process of fixing or eliminating individual piece of data that is incorrect, incomplete or a duplicate before you're passing it to the end user. So that means if you have some standard input format, so if any of the data is not satisfying that condition, you can able to eliminate that thing. That means you are expecting date in one particular format. Otherwise, once mobile number in only this many number of digits, pin code only this many number of digits. Like the conditions, you will check that if any of the record is not satisfying, simply you will eliminate those records. Clear? And
Yeah.
if you have any duplicates, if I have a duplicates in my data, again it will give a unnecessary information and the performance issue. No need to process the duplicate records, correct? So
Yeah.
eliminating the duplicates, all the unnecessary information will do before you're moving source data into the staging. So for that, simply we'll use a two transformation, expression and filter only. We are not supposed to use any another one. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll just do only two transformations between source to staging. Okay, if you feel that your source is a perfect one, simply no need to use any another transformation. Just dump the source information into target. So that thing we'll call it like a one-to-one mapping. Okay, clear? So that is the need of your staging area in a real time. So remember this point. Okay, remember this thing. Okay, we'll discuss the same thing when you are going with the SCD1 and SCD type 2 logics. Okay, there I'm going to explain the same approach. In a real time, we are supposed, clearly it is telling that you are supposed to do a SCD1 or SCD2 by using staging areas only, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to explain in the same manner, real time manner only. Okay. How to
Okay.
bring the source data into the staging. From there, how to do the left join and how to do your SCD1 operation. Clearly, I will explain in a real-time manner only. Okay. So try to remember this thing. Okay. It's a very useful information. Staging area. Okay.
Okay.
For our interview purpose also, that is a very important one. What is the need to bring the data into staging?
Okay.
So in that case, Ravi, like why do we implement SCD1, SCD2 using a dynamic lookup? We can simply do this, right, if it is existing in the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
database.
Wait. Okay, we are not supposed. Okay, dynamic lookup is when your source contain a repeated transactions.
Mm,
Okay, not in every cases. Okay, if your source contain a repeated transaction, then only I will go with the dynamic lookup. With the dynamic lookup, it is hitting the more performance compared to the regular lookup.
yeah, because it has to maintain the cache on the whole target.
Yeah, on the whole target, and that too, it is doing insert and update in a cache also. Okay,
Yes.
and we'll use a dynamic lookup when your source contain a repeated transaction. Then only we'll use a dynamic lookup. You will come to know what is the situation. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
just give me one example. 1234. This is my employee ID. Okay, today
Mm-hmm.
only I'm processing this record with Hyderabad. Okay, I'm processing this record. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of loading, again I am getting a one more Raviteja record with a new address of Bangalore. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not a duplicate. It is the updated information. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. If you contain a both HYD, this is a duplicate information. But it is
Right.
not a duplicate information. It is a repeated transaction with a new details. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how
Okay.
to handle this situation? If you have this type of situations, I need to do with
That is SCD. Yeah.
dynamic lookup. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and one more thing. Okay. Suppose I already have a Raviteja record in my target table. Okay.
Okay.
Next, okay, just here I have a phone number. This is my phone number. So here the same phone number, 7 digit, right? Yeah, this is the same phone number I have. Okay, but I'm not said. I'm not changing my mobile number. So simply I'm passing null value only. I just changed my location only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
So the
previously,
location has to be.
yeah. So here only you are supposed to, okay, suppose if I directly update this record in my target table, what will happen? It will change like a Bangalore and your mobile number
And
will become a null, correct?
yeah.
You are not supposed to do that. But my aim is
Yeah.
I want to change my location only.
City only.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in this type of, in these two cases, you will follow the dynamic lookup. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll explain that thing with example. Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah, hello.
Yep.
Okay. Now we can start our Informatica. Informatica 9 architecture. So what is the need of our Informatica?
Okay.
So Informatica is an ETL tool used for extracting the data from a various sources like a sources, flat file, relation databases, XML, anything. Transform the data and finally load the data into a centralized location. That thing we will call like a data warehouse. Okay. So here what is the thing? We are loading the data. Okay. This is our OLTP systems, correct? All the source information available in OLTP, and we have a ETL tools are there, different ETL tools are there, and from there you are loading into the OLAP. Different ETL technologies are there. Okay, so here on top of that we are choosing a Informatica. By using Informatica, what is the thing I am doing? ETL, extraction, transforming, and loading. Correct? Yeah, it will extract the data from a different sources and transforming according to your business logic and finally loading into a centralized data warehouse. That thing we'll call like a OLAP. Okay. So that is the ETL tool is doing. Okay. This is some background information. We'll see one by one the story of Informatica. So here Informatica can communicate with all the major sources: mainframe, RDMM system, flat file, XML, VSM, and SAP. Any database, it is supporting maximum all the databases. Because the reason all organization max, they will go with Informatica only to do the ETL process. Okay, it is a easy process and I can able to communicate with any source system. Okay. Okay, nowadays with the latest versions of Informatica, I can able to connect to the Salesforce. Okay, I can able to connect to the cloud, Hadoop and big data, and I can able to connect to the all the social networks. That thing I can able to call like a social network data. I can able to call clickstream data.
Okay.
That means I can able to get the information from Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. All that information also I can able to extract through the Informatica. Okay.
Okay.
So max all the sources I can able to extract. Okay. So Informatica is a wide data integration platform solution. It uses to access, transform, integrate the data from very large variety of systems. Okay. And what is the options it is going to provide? So here, these are some advantages that is going to provide by your Informatica. Informatica provided by default partitioning. Okay. In a database side, we have a partitioning concept is there. Okay. What is the meaning of your partitioning here? You need to fetch the data from a one source system. Okay. By using select system only, we'll do that, right? By using select query, I can able to fetch the data. Okay. That means with a single pipeline, if you execute a select statement, it will fetch the data through a single pipeline. Okay. But if you have a partitioning, it will fetch the data parallelly. That means simply I can able to say that on top of your source, it will run a multiple selection statements parallelly. Okay. So just to take a one example, I have a 1 lakh of records. I want to load this 1 lakh of records from a source to target. So by using selection statement, I'm picking all the data. So it is taken a 1 hour.
Mhm.
I am running 8 queries parallelly. By using 8 parallel queries, I am fetching the data from your source. How much time it will take?
So yeah, 20
Less
minutes
than
or so,
15
20
minutes or 10
seconds.
minutes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That means 8 parallel queries are running. So to do the data loading very quickly, Informatica given a one performance tuning thing concept like a partitioning. So it will do the parallel processing. Okay. So instead of doing the single thread processing, it will do the multi-thread processing. And I can able to process the real-time data. Augments the ability to execute the process on demand and in a batch from a previous version. So you are running your daily data, means you are running your regular business. According to your regular business, on a regular interval, you will create your data warehouse. Okay, that means today I am performing this business, the same information immediately it will update in your database also. That means a data warehouse also. So I can able to process the real-time data. I'm not performing 30 days business data in a single shot. Regularly, what are the data you are getting from a business? That is real-time data. What is the You're getting simply you're loading into your data warehouse in a regular intervals. Okay. So that thing you can call like a real-time batch processing. And a data cleansing. Just now only we discussed the data cleansing. So removing all the unnecessary information. So that is the like a standardization of a names and address information. Here with a informatic expression transformation and filter transformation, I can able to perform this data cleansing operation. Okay. To specially do this data cleansing operation and the data profiling. Okay, data cleansing operation means standardization of these things, right? Data profiling means setting the some standards to your data. Okay. So to do these two things, we have a different thing. Before to Informatica, we have a one more technology is there. That is the Informatica data quality. Okay.
Okay.
That means we can call like a IDQ, Informatica data
Okay.
quality. Yeah, IDQ. So that means it is setting some standards to the data. Okay. Before loading source information into the target, it will set some standards. Whether source is satisfying all the standards or not, then only it will process the data. If a source is not satisfying any of your conditions, simply it will not it will not load your data into your target table. Let me take one regular example. I am filling one form. Okay, that means I'm creating on a Google Gmail account. Otherwise, I'm creating any Naukri account. There I'm need to satisfy some form validations. Correct?
Yes.
Your name should be like a only new character. Password is a combination of uppercase, lowercase, and some special character. Right? Email ID should be in some standard. So if it is satisfies, then only you can able to hit your submit button. Right? Yeah. In the same manner, if your source data is satisfying all the conditions, that means if your source data is perfectly standardized, then only I can able to load that information into your target table. So for that we have a separate thing is there, Informatica data quality. For that we can able to do this cleansing and profiling. Okay. So that means by using the profiling, what people are doing, they are performing the data analysis. Okay. Data analysis means what is the type of information you are getting. Okay, what is thing you need to convert it, all the thing they will do that. That means they will first of all analysis your source information, what is the different format of source information you are getting. If you get this format of data, how you need to convert. Okay, just I will give the one simple example. Okay, how people will represent the US country. Okay, if you are located in the US, okay, how you will represent your address. US, simply US. Some people will represent U.S, right? Some people will represent USA. Some people
Yes.
represent U dot S dot. Okay, that means they will load the address like a U dot S dot A. Okay, and some people will represent the United States. Okay, some people will represent the United States of America, right?
Yeah.
Like this different, they will represent like a different manner of a country name. But you are not supposed to keep like a different thing. Okay, you need to keep like a United States of America. If you find a different format, but finally it need to convert like a one single format only, your country name. Okay.
Okay.
Like that, you need to standardize your data. If you find this different type of input, finally you need to see like this thing only. Okay. For this purpose, we are
Okay.
using the data quality. That is a completely different thing. Okay.
Okay.
So your Informatica data quality also have a huge demand. Okay. So that is also one of the thing provided by Informatica. As a Informatica developer, we no need to know about these things. Okay, that is a completely different thing. Okay, different domain. Okay,
Okay.
and this metadata exchange. Okay, internally, Informatica is a provider something, some services. By using that, I can able to exchange the metadata. That thing we'll discuss later. What is the meaning of metadata? Okay.
Okay.
So these are the options. These are the things provided by your Informatica. So this is Informatica Power Center architecture. Okay.
All right.
Yes. Okay. In Informatica, you have two tools are there: server tools and client tools. Okay. Two different type of tools are there: server tools and client tools. See here, in your system, Okay, if you go through the Informatica 9.6, you can able to see the client and server. Okay,
Oh, both versions.
yeah, both should be there in your system. Okay, but if you go to the real time, I can able to see only clients. Server is
Oh, I
resident
see.
in some remote place. Okay,
Okay.
in our case, server is located in a Houston and Austin, like a different countries. In a US based countries, our Informatica server is reside. From here, we are interacting that Informatica server by using clients. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we are configuring clients like that, which can able to interact with the server directly. No need to have any another information. Okay.
Okay.
So here in your system, you are running your application in your system only, right? Because the reason I need to have a both client and server in my machine. Okay.
Okay.
No variation compared to the real time to the regular environment. For Informatica, you will not find anything. Okay.
Okay.
How I am going to explain all the Informatica things, same things you can able to see in a real time also. The no variation. Okay.
Okay.
Exactly similar. Only the variation is in your system. Server is reside in your system only. Okay. But in a real time,
Mm.
server is reside in a somewhere remote place.
Different location. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here I can able to interact with my server by using the administrative console. Okay. I can able to interact with my server by using the administrative console. That is what it is telling, admin console. And here coming to the clients, I have a 4 different type of clients are there. So you see here, we can able to see the 2 different type of clients are there, right? Developer client and a power center client. I told you the
Correct.
IDQ. Yeah, Informatica data quality. If you are a Informatica data quality developer, you will go with this. Okay. If you are Informatica Power Center developer, you will come to this. Okay. We are an Informatica Power Center developer, so you will come to this. So here you can able to see the 4 clients are there: designer, repository manager, workflow manager, and workflow monitor. Like a 4 clients are there. We'll see that one by one client what it is doing clearly. Okay.
Okay.
So now I need to interact with the Informatica admin console. So that means I need to interact with the Informatica server. You can able to open that thing to the admin console, and to open a admin, you will depend upon one ISP. ISP means web browser, internet
Service.
service provider. Okay. Through the web browser only I can able to interact the server. So once you log in into the server, you can able to see the different services that is provided by Informatica. Let me log in into the server. Sorry. iPhone PC 6000H. So here I'm entering manually. In your case, no need to enter all these things manually. So by clicking Informatica Administrator page, you will automatically get this thing. Okay. So here just click on Advanced, add an exception. This thing you need to do that. So simply it will connect to your administrator homepage.
Okay.
So we'll give that username and password at the time of installation. What is the username and password you're given? The same thing we need to use for login. Once you log in into the administrator, you can able to see the 2 things. One is a domain and the other one is a node. Okay. Okay. What is a domain? Okay. Domain is a place where you can able to see the all the Informatica services. Okay. So under the
Okay.
domain, you can able to see the all the services provided by a Informatica. Simply I can able to say your domain is the Informatica environment. Okay.
Mm.
See, under the domain you can able to see the nodes and grids, all the services. These are the different services provided by your Informatica domain. Okay. See,
Okay.
repository service, integration service, web services, metadata, SAP, reporting. Reporting means metadata reporting. I can able to do that. Model repository, integration service, analytical service, CMS, content management service, Power Exchange, reporting and dashboards, okay, and Power Exchange log service, like different things I can able to perform by using the Informatica domain, okay. As an Informatica Power Center developer, you need to know about you are regularly interacting with this repository service and integration service, okay. Rest of the things not required. Only with these
Okay.
two things only will interact. Clear?
Okay.
Shiva?
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah. The next one. So what is the meaning of your node? So node means where all these services are going to execute. That means it is a logical server, not a physical server. Okay. Node means a logical server where all these services are executing. Here, your system only, your server, right? Okay. So
Okay.
here I can able to see a single node, but in a real time, you can able to create a grid. Okay. So we have a three different
Okay.
environments are there, right? Development, ITG, and production, correct? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, for a development, you can able to see the 2 nodes. For ITG, you can able to see a 2 or 4 nodes. For a production, you can able to see the 6 node server. Okay. That means
Okay.
it will run on a cluster server, right?
Okay.
Okay. You can able to run on a cluster server. So that is about your node. Node means a logical server. So where all these services provided by domain are running. Okay. So as a ETL developer, I need to work with the Power Center repository service and Power Center integration service. So we need to create a repository service. So we need to give the, just wait. I will let you know that how to create that, but I am not going to exactly create this. So name is that rep underscore benign. I need to give that, and I need to choose the license. Okay. And the node, and just click on the next. So here okay, first of all, let me explain what is the repository service. Okay, repository service is a place where I can able to store all the Informatica objects in the format of metadata. Okay, in
Okay.
Informatica, you can able to see the different objects are there: sources, targets, mappings, maplets, transformations, workflows, sessions, and a different type of a task. All are converted into the format of metadata. All will save into the Informatica repository. Okay. That means each and every object will be converted into the format of metadata, and it will load into a one repository. So now I need to create your repository in a one database only, correct? So
Yeah.
I need to create a one database. So there I need to provide a username and password and my connection string and the code page. In a real time, it is always better to go with the code page UTF-8. Okay, try to create a repository with the UTF-8 standards only. And here I need to give the ORCL, and I need to give the no content. So it is a freshly creating account, right? You don't have any content. So by providing all the
Okay.
details, if you click on finish, simply it will create a one repository service for you. Okay.
Okay.
So it will simply create a one repository service. Once you got a repository service, you can able to see like this. So your repository service available like this, and all the settings what you done, you can able to see here. And once you create a repository service, it will show like it is in a normal mode. So not in normal mode, it will show in exclusive mode. Okay. So here
Okay.
we can able to create a three different type of a repository. One is a standard repository, that is within a normal mode. One is the backup repository. Another one is a global repository. Standard repository means it is a normal mode one. You can able to work with a regular thing. Global means so many global operations I can able to do that. And another one is a exclusive mode. With the exclusive mode of repository, I can able to use that repository just for backup. Okay.
Okay.
I can able to use that for a backup purpose only. Shiva?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So here you are not supposed to create a repository in a exclusive mode. If it is an exclusive mode, you are not supposed to create any services on top of that. Okay. So just you need to click on this edit button and you need to change it from exclusive to normal. Okay. Once you created the repository, then only I can able to create another service on top of your repository. Clear?
Do we get an exclusive or normal repository in real-time environment, like at work?
No, normal only. We'll get a normal repository only. Exclusive means that is only for a backup purpose.
Okay. So
Okay.
you can, okay.
Means people, they want to take a regular backups on your repository. Okay.
Okay.
So they will create an exclusive mode of repository. Okay. So they will try to take a regular backups on your repository. Means don't know. Informatica also have some server, correct?
Yeah.
If it is a crash, what are the things? So many projects are running. So all the projects will be gone, right? So there's a reason some organizations they will take a regular backups. Some will not take. What is the reason? They have a 3 environments, correct?
Yeah, development,
ITG.
integration.
Yeah, now all the 3 environments, max all the projects maintain a code in a sync, right? Yeah, okay.
Code in a what?
Synchronization, sync.
Okay, synchronization. Okay.
Yeah, that means in a development, ITG and production, you will maintain the same coding only. Okay, so simply they will dump if required. Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to create a normal repository only. Okay. So once you create a repository, in the next one, on top of your repository, I need to create an integration service. What is the purpose of your integration service? So by using your integration service, I can able to do the execution process. Okay. That means what are the objects we created? What are the ETL objects created? All those ETL objects converted into the executable format and it will execute by your integration service. Clear? So all your ETL process will be carried out through a integration service only. In a repository, I can simply store the coding, but by using your integration service, I can able to do the execution process. That means it will establish a connection between source to target, and at the same time, it will do all the business logic. So complete ETL process will be taken care by your integration service. Yeah, that integration service will be executed on top of your repository. Okay. So next, go to the actions and the integration service. So you need to give the integration service name. And just choose a license and a node. See here, it is also asking whether your integration service is running on a node or a grid. So if you are running on a grid, it can able to share the resources, correct? If you are running on a single node, all the requests will go to the single node only, right? If you are running on a grid, process will be shared, right? That is the advantage of your grid computing also, correct? Okay. So here, this is my local system. I can go with a node only and choose your node. Okay. After that, on which repository I'm going to create this integration service. So you need to choose your repository service and username and password you need to specify. Simply you need to create a finish. It will create a one repository service for you. Sorry, integration service for you. Okay. Once you created an integration service, by defaultly it will be in a disable mode. By clicking this button, you can able to enable it. Okay.
Okay.
That is the thing you need to do. So in a server, okay, in a real time, no need to bother about this server creation of a repository service and integration service. What is the thing? Because of you are a ETL developer, you are not supposed to interact with the server. Okay. If you are going with the informatic administrator, then you need to know about. But we are not going in like an informatic administrator. We are only the developers. But I'm just explaining, okay, how you can able to do this thing. So just for your basic idea, yeah, I can able to do these things, okay. And another thing also, I can able to provide a security. That means here I can able to create a different users, groups, and roles I can able to do here, okay. So here currently I have administrator only. I can able to create one more group, sorry, one more user. See, you can able to create a user, one more user I can able to create. So what is the name I can able to give it to the Ravi? So password Ravi. And if you want to provide any description, Ravi info, and that information is enough. Okay, simply it will create a one more user for you. So these all the things will be done by your thing. So here, first of all, you need to create a groups also. Who can able to access this? Everyone. You can able to restrict the things also. That means for a one project, you can able to see the different accounts, correct? And what is the thing he is going to access? Okay. So what are the privileges he have? So he can able to access all these things. Okay.
Okay.
So here you need to select all the things to which and which repositories he is going to access. All the things. So complete domain thing he can able to access. Okay. So under the domain, what is the thing he can able to do that? So he have the roles like administrator and he is a auditor. Each and every operation he can able to do that. Okay. Complete thing. So under your repository, so he can able to do all the operation. Okay. And you can able to change these things by using the permissions. So you can able to change the settings by using the permissions. So if you're going with the informatic administrator, there I can able to see that only for a restricted folders I can able to access all this type of settings I can able to see. Okay. So here you can able to see the groups. So I can able to create one user group. So by using that, what I am going to access. Okay. And roles and responsibilities. So you can able to see the different roles. See here, so many roles are there. So he is a Power Center developer, Power Center operator, like different roles are there. So based on that roles, I can able to give a permissions. So these are the system defined role. Administrator contains each and everything. And he can able to have all the thing. Okay, he can able to interact with each and everything. Like this, in a, if you are going with the informatic administrator, all your work is depend upon here only. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, coming to our architecture. So here, this this green colored one, that is IDQ services. Okay, analyst service, model repository service, data integration service. These are three services are representing IDQ. Okay, if you want to work with on the top of IDQ, you need to interact with these three services, and you are using this developer, Informatica developer. Okay. And if you are a Power Center developer, you need to work with this repository service and integration service only. No need to bother about metadata manager service. This is the internal thing. Okay, metadata manager, that is a separate thing. If you want to manage on a metadata, if you want to go with the metadata reporting, at the time you need to go with a metadata manager. Okay. So I told that we have a 4 clients are there, right? So here mapping designer is a main client. By using that, I can able to do the coding part. So mapping designer is interact with the repository service and workflow manager, it will interact with the integration service and the repository service. By using designer, I can able to do only coding, but by using the workflow manager, what is the thing I will do that you will convert your mapping into the executable format like a session. That means what are the mapping you are creating, that means what are the ETL logic I am creating here, you are converting into the executable format. Okay, you are converting in the executable format. Okay, so here also you are creating some objects, right? Because the reason I'm interacting with a repository and I want to execute that object. So where I can able to execute my objects in an integration service, correct? Okay, so by using workflow manager, I can able to interact with these two services. Okay, so
Okay.
these are things. So these are the services provided by Informatica. Okay, like what are the things I shown you? You can able to see like a screenshot. Okay. So again the same explanation you are doing. What is a repository? Power Center repository service is a reside in a relation database repository database table contain the instructions required to extract, transform, and loading. So it is telling that it contains the instructions. What is the meaning? You are creating your ETL logic, alright? All logic you are storing in a repository. So simply it is containing the instructions only, correct? Okay. And by using the Power Center client, what I can able to do that? By using the Power Center client is an application used to define a sources, targets. I can able to build the mappings and the maplets with the transformation logic, and I can able to create a workflows to run the mapping logic. Okay. These Power Center clients connect to the repository service to modify the repository metadata, and it can connect to the integration service to execute it. Clear? That is what the clients are doing. Next one, what is the repository service is doing? It is accept the request and it will process. That means if you change any object, simply it will accept the modification request. And if you want to do any updation, it will give the coordination between one object to another object. Suppose if you are doing the modification to mapping, it will reflect the same modification to your session also. Okay. Like this, that is the services provided by your repository service. And finally the integration service. By using integration service, you will do all our ETL process. Extract the data from a sources, load into the target. Okay, this is the thing about the complete thing what you need to know about Informatica. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a different okay, now we covered the server part, we need to cover the client part. Okay, we don't have much time. In a previous session, tomorrow session, I'm going to explain each and every client what it is doing. After that, we'll see the what is the transformation it is doing. Okay, so in a tomorrow session, I will try to explain all this thing. Okay, if you have a time, I will try to start up what is the different type of transformations are there. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it will take at least 2 days time to completely jump into the Informatica.
Okay.
Clear?
Yep.
Shubha, it's fine to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here I'm explaining from a scratch only as per your expectation. Okay, from a beginning only I'm explaining.
Okay.
Okay. You want me to go faster? This is way you expect. So this thing is fine, right? Explaining each and everything in a detail.
Are you asking me?
Yeah,
You
yes,
asking me?
yeah, Shubha only. Yeah, Shubha only.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It is okay, Ravi.
Yeah.
Like I want to refresh all the
Yes.
points.
Okay. So
This
this is
is
the reason I'm trying to explain each and everything. Binay, you able to follow this thing?
Yeah, I'm slow because those two videos which you sent, I just referred it some time back, so I'm getting catch hold of it.
Okay.
I'll catch up. This pace
Okay.
is fine with me.
Okay. So means if I find a time, I will try to explain that data warehouse concepts also to you one more time. Okay.
Okay,
If I,
sure. Yeah, the video was good. I can, once more if I see, I'll pretty
yes.
much get it.
Yes. Means just like a data warehouse process, and I will try to provide the document also. Try to go with that. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, and here, okay, Shubha, you can drop now, and I will explain him to how to download the softwares. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm asking Shubha.
yeah, Ravi, what did
Yeah,
you say?
yeah. Can you drop now? I can explain him how to download all the softwares. Okay. You know, right? How to download all the softwares, all the thing. Hello.
Me? You asking me?
No, Shubha.
So I have software already installed, Ravi, so why?
Yeah. Okay, you can drop now. Okay.
Okay then.
Yeah.
See you guys and
Okay.
talk tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, Vinay. So here, just in a Google, okay, just search for Oracle e-delivery. Oracle e-delivery.
Okay.
Okay. Log into here. Okay. So here, just register. It's free of cost
Mm.
only. If you're unable to do that, please let me know that I will provide my credentials. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
So once you log in into this Oracle e-delivery, sorry. So here I need to search for this Informatica. So just search for Informatica.
Mm-hmm.
So you will get like this. So you need to choose this one. 11.1. something is there, right? You need to choose this one
Okay.
and choose a platform 32-bit only. Don't go with the 64-bit. Choose a 32-bit only. Where it is Microsoft.
Below
Yeah, that's
Linux.
32-bit. Okay. So once you choose this, okay, it will show the thing and just click on a continue. Okay, and a continue and accept the license agreement and continue.
Okay.
Okay, it will show 8 files. First 4 files are a previous version of Informatica 9.5.1. Okay, we are working with the latest
Okay.
version only 9.6.1. Okay, just choose that and click on a download. Okay, so it will ask for one pop-up. Okay, enable that pop-up and it will try to download it.
Okay.
Allow pop-up. Okay, it will give a one pop-up and here it will download one small downloader file. Okay,
Okay.
so through that it is going to, okay, here you need to download the installer. After that it in installing it will ask where the location I need to copy all your files. Okay,
Okay.
so just do that and download all these 4 files. Clear? It will, you need to install this thing and after that it will ask a location. Okay,
Okay.
so download all these files. Okay, along with that you need to download a database Oracle. In a Google, just type Oracle 11G download. Okay,
Okay.
so here you can able to see the 11G released to 32-bit. Okay, don't go with the 62-bit and go with the 32-bit. So just accept the license agreement and download these 2 files, 1 of 2, 2 of 2. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, and one more thing you require a Java 1.8 also. Do you have a Java in your system?
I don't think so.
Okay,
No.
so just download the Java 1.8. Okay, so Java SC development kit.
Mm.
Okay, here accept the license agreement and download this x86 last one, JDK 8U101. Okay,
All right. Yeah.
yeah, I will provide this video, so there only you can able to see here. Okay,
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
and one more thing is required. Okay, I think these things are enough. Okay, so try to download these things. Okay, so Informatica,
Okay.
Oracle, and Java. Okay, clear?
Planning to use a different system for that because this office laptop, it might cause a problem.
Yeah, that is what thinking means. Maybe sometimes they will block the services.
Yeah, something they might block, so it may not work, you know.
No, no.
So
In the Susanda,
like
the same thing happened. I tried to install there.
yeah, yeah. He did mention then his laptop he had to reimage and all those stuff. So I
Yes.
think I will also encounter the same problem.
Yes.
So like when we'll be using this in
In 2 days, we are going to jump into the tool. Okay. Tomorrow, I'm going to explain all the clients and thing. Okay. So
okay,
after 2 days, it
all
will take
right,
2 days time. Okay.
2 days. Okay,
Yeah.
so by
Tomorrow,
then I
I'm
have to
going to
arrange a
explain
laptop.
all the clients. Okay. Day after tomorrow, I'm just going to explain what are the different type of transformations. Okay. After
Okay,
that, I will jump into that.
okay, all right,
Yeah.
all
You're
right.
telling that you
By
have
then
a
I will
4
arrange the
GB.
laptop.
Yeah.